So about 2 years ago, Dani was the most successful game developer and YouTubers. But then, he just disappeared.
And some people even believe he's dead. Are you dead, Dani? Are you?
And my plan is simple. Make a game for Dani, send it to Dani, and get a reply from him. All in the hopes to answer the question,
Is Dani alive?
why don't we start with Dani himself? To make Dani, I hopped into Blender. But then I realized I'd have to sculpt the model. And the last time I checked, we don't do that here. So I hopped back out and went to this website called Avatar. So apparently, I can just upload some photos of Dani, and what you'll get is a nice 3D model of... Holy shit, Daniela! I just can't. So, I found a better piece of clothing for our boy, and now he looks as nice as a horse with no name. Don't ask me why I said that. And guys, is it just me? Or is Dani looking kinda thick? Now although this 3D model turned out pretty damn good, but I just hate that plain old grey hoodie. So I hopped into Photoshop and made the hoodie nice by adding a bottle of milk and a nice tagline. And then it was time to choose a game engine. Yeah, I switched for this one. I thought it would be a fun challenge to make a game and learn a new engine at the same time. It will be fun. Spoiler alert guys, it won't be fun at all. Alright, how do we move in this engine? I think I need to watch a tutorial first.
Welcome to the Unreal Engine 5 Complete.
Alright, now you know the basics. I think we can move forward to making the game. I chose the third person template and gave the game a name. I imported the 3D model in Unreal and I do have to say, what the fuck Unreal? To fix this issue, I had to re-import the 3D model. Alright, let's hit the play button. I'm sorry you had to see that, Dani. After replacing the third person character model, I gave Dani some animations and a temporary gun. The reason I say temporary, because I'll be adding a way cooler gun later on. And you're gonna love it. Now have you seen in games, when you click the right mouse button, the player aims? Well, I want that in my game. But for some goddamn reason, when I hit the right mouse button, half of Dani's body disappears. What the fuck, Unreal? After moving some noodles, Dani can shoot now. And I think we are good to move on now. The secret gun I've been hinting about. Can you guess? You can't, because it's the banana gun. That banana gun looks great. That's what she said. After completing the main mechanic of this game, I realized,
Why did I even make it? I mean, what's the point? That reminds me. What's the point of living at all? Where am I headed with my life?
so as the good boy I am, I made a
Game plan.
Sorry Ryan Frahan, please don't sue me, please.
There's an island where Dani is currently living, according to my theory of course. And on that island is Dani's milk factory. And do you know how Dani bullies Billy a lot? Guess what, bitch? Billy is about to take revenge. And he's also bringing his fellow mates. And also his big brother Willy. And one more enemy, which you'll know later on because she's too damn good to spoil right now. And finally, Dani has to protect the milk factory from Billy and his mates. For all the nerds out there, we are basically making a 3D tower defense game.
After making a nice looking to-do list, I hopped into Blender and started modeling Billy. After the base model was done, I forgot that I had to make Billy's face. Now to make textures, what better choice of software is there other than MS Paint? Haha, didn't expect that, did you? What can I say? I love MS Paint. Then I imported Billy in Unreal. After noodling around in blueprints, I got Billy to follow Dani around. Alrighty, so that's Billy all nice and done. Billy, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Please subscribe to On Human Stock.
Alright, Billy, that's awfully nice of you. You heard him, guys. He said it himself, so you gotta...
I don't have free will.
No, that's enough, Billy, that's enough. It's time for the island. First off, I made the ocean, then the land, and then I painted some trees and rocks and stuff to get the tropical islandish vibe that I'm going for. You know what I mean. Now for the final touches, I found these really cool bananas on Unreal's marketplace. I know Dani will love these. He used to love bananas. I'm sorry man, I just miss him. All I want in the world right now is for him to play this game. I really wish he plays this game. Next step, the milk factory. To make the milk factory, I first found a really good model for reference. And we're not going to copy it totally. Now every company or a factory that has ever existed has a tagline. Well, so does Dani's milk factory. You produce milk and make your moms thick. And as a quick note, this tagline is also thick, just like your mom. Next up, I bullied Billy for a while because it's a very necessary tradition to bring Dani back. Then I gave Billy a fight animation, so now when Dani gets too close to Billy, Billy can now fight back too.
Take that, bitch. Fuck you.
After that, I made a health bar for Billy. And then I made a spawning system, so now we can spawn a lot of Billys. There were too many Billys, guys. Now what I needed to do was make Billy go dead. Now to make Billy go dead, I set up a very simple line trace logic to apply damage to Billy, and a bullet trail effect and some camera shake. that was a little too much camera shake. Sorry. Now literally all that's left is to program the enemy's attack behavior.
So basically how it works is that enemies will attack the milk factory. But if they see the player, they'll have a certain chance of, hurting the player rather than going to the milk factory. You know what I mean? Hurt the player. If you see the player, kill him. And
then I made a basic wave logic so that the enemies spawn in by different waves. For that I added some widgets to showcase the current wave. And by the way, before every single round starts, you have 10 seconds to buy items. Not that it wasn't already obvious considering it's a tower defense game. So I added a buy menu with 2 different items that you can purchase. And to buy these items, you need to get money. And the way you get money is by killing the enemies. How smart is that? First up, we have this really sick looking sci-fi turret that I got from Sketchfab.
do you seriously think I can make something like that?
Then I made the turret shoot some bullets. Holy mother of my fucking god. What the fuck is going on in here?
I'm just not good at visual scripting. I also made this barrel so if you place them down and any enemy comes in the range of this barrel, well, some serious shit happens.
After that, I did some necessary things. The first one was the Dani Go Dead system. I made this pretty decent looking health bar in Photoshop. Dude, MS Paint, I'm sorry. I'll get back to you. I promise.
Guys, can we all comment that I love MS Paint? It will make him feel good.
Then I did some visual coding. Never thought I'd say that. And voila! Dani can die now. And he can also respawn after 5 seconds. Next up was the factory goes boom system.
So basically what we want is the factory to go boom. Like... You already know.
For that, I first gave the factory a health bar, and then I used something called fracturing.
So basically what we can do now, if I select the factory and click on fracture, it breaks the factory into a lot of pieces.
And now, if the factory's health hits 0, you get to see some really cool stuff.
Tell me that's not cool. Damn, I'm very hopeful about this game. I'm pretty sure that this can get Dani's attention, and we will finally know if he's alive or not.
Next up, Big Boy Willy system. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just made him, put him in the game, I guess. I mean, it's not rocket science, obviously. And yeah, I made him and put him in the game. I don't have anything interesting to say about that. Damn.
And then it was time to add sound effects and music.
After adding the necessary SFX like walking, attacking and dying, etc, I added this really cool sound effect of Dani shouting whenever he gets hurt. No. Now, did I spend 2 goddamn days watching almost every single Dani's video, then downloading the videos and cutting out the parts I needed in Premiere Pro, then going to Audacity to refine the voices just to get 8 sound effects of Dani shouting?
The game is done. Not yet. If you remember, I said I'm gonna add one more enemy, and I've kept it a secret all along. Well, it's time to reveal that secret. It is your mom.
Yes, it's your mom. She is thick and she rides a goddamn scooter. And then, just as I was about to export the game
is not exporting. I'm getting a shit ton of errors.
I tried my best I could for 4 or 5 days, but I still couldn't export the game. I would have explained the problem to you, but unfortunately, I don't know. Nor does the whole fucking internet. I tried everything I could.
Guys, let's just take a deep breath and say it with me. Say it. What the fuck, Unreal?
And after 3 months of hard work, and then after this horrible outcome, I quit. Fuck that.
We're making a freaking trailer and posting it every freaking where. I need to know if Dani's out there or not.
So I'll be sparing you the details and just show you the final trailer. Enjoy the trailer.
freaking Billy.
And then it was finally time to send this to Danny. So my first go-to place to get Danny's attention was Twitter, or X according to Elon. I posted it there, and after 3 to 4 days I had 2 likes, and I couldn't really see a reply from Danny. Then I tried emailing him. Dear Danny, how are the kids? I've put you in a game. Unfortunately, I couldn't export it. That's a different story. I'll tell you on next Christmas. Till then, enjoy the trailer I made for the game. Thanks, your dearest of friend that you don't know just yet, Anshuman. Weeks later, I didn't hear back from Danny. The final place of hope was Danny's Reddit channel. So I uploaded the trailer on there, and in 2 days, the post had 300 likes and a shit ton of comments. This looked like hope. Maybe there's still a chance.
The post died down after 4 days. I didn't get any reply from Danny either. So, we failed, I guess. Yes, we failed.
Alright, for the first time in this video, I'll be really honest with you. We all know the fact that he's alive. But what I have learned from this failed project is that sometimes we expect too much from the people that we look up to. We expect them to keep uploading, keep making games, keep replying to their diehard fans, keeping them up to date about their lives and stuff. Tell you what, that leads to burnout. And that endless cycle can't be the whole life of someone, can it? Sometimes we just need to give the people we look up to some time, you know. And it's not that Danny doesn't care. He cares too much, that's the problem. For all I care, he inspired me to do something I love. And I think that's all that matters. At least to me.